Hi guys, today I'm reviewing we'll take a look at the new Transformers Studio Series, no, Studio Selects Transformers Rule Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Exhaust. And here he is in his vehicle mode. Before we take a look at the vehicle mode, let's take a look at the box, which is just a normal Studio Selects box. Blah, 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 that's a normal box. Now let's take a look at the figure itself. And the vehicle mode is really nice and clean. It looks really good, and in my opinion is as good as the Wheeljack, which is right there. I have to say it looks really nice, and the logos are old cigarette companies. I think that's what I've heard, but probably not, maybe not. And that 598 was actually the original number for Wheeljack until they changed it to C638, I think. Not sure, might be wrong, but yeah. This figure does look really nice in my opinion. It works really well for a remold or repaint of Wheeljack. It works really nicely. It just looks really nice. The white, in my opinion, is better on exhaust over the yellow white on Wheeljack, but they both work really well. You can see they're the same vehicle look and same mode. Like, they're both are really nice vehicle modes. The only problem I have with my exhaust is that his front wheel here just doesn't really move that well. So if you're moving it, like pulling it around, it doesn't really do that. But because you're a collector, you wouldn't really be able to do that. Yeah, I think exhaust is a really good figure. Like, for a new repaint of Wheeljack, it works really well. And if he shows up in the Earthrise series, which will not, it won't be soon. The season one's coming out really soon, so I'm looking forward to a lot. The first season of Wolf Cybertron Trilogy on Netflix. It looks really awesome, and it looks like they're following the roots from Prime because of the undead Decepticons, and Dark Energon looks like will play a big part of it. But yeah, but Exhaust looks really nice, and it does look really good in my opinion. It's definitely a figure to buy if you're interested in Generation 1 figures. But he's not exactly complete Generation 1. So the story of Exhaust is that the original Generation 1 figure of Wheeljack, his head was the same head as the Exhaust's head, which then, and also I think the first Diaclone figure, no, it was the Diaclone figure has this paint job and that, so then they decided to turn this paint job into another character, I think, which then became Exhaust. Then they made like a masterpiece version of this figure. That was the first figure of Exhaust, which is weird, the timeline of this figure, of this character, but yeah. But I have to say, it looks really nice, even though he's a character we don't even know about, but it just works. And you can obviously see it's not the normal Decepticon symbol. They decided to change it for this figure, have its own personalized symbol, which I think it's okay, but Decepticon symbols are much nicer. But yeah, transformation for this figure, fold out the arms, same as Wheeljack. But I think I prefer Wheeljack because I know the character, I don't really know Exhaust. He's just a character that was just made probably to sell. But I have to say, this figure is really nice. It's extremely nice. It goes really well with the other figure that we've got from Studio Selects, Grease Pit, which I think is a really nice Weaponizer. Like, he's the Decepticon version of Ironworks, which I think Ironworks is already really good figure. Like, they're really nice Weaponizers. And this is actually kind of the first actual proper deluxe figure for the Decepticons that doesn't split apart. Because we haven't actually got that much Decepticons, but we are getting more soon. And what I like to do with the gun, you can put it in the hand, but I prefer putting it up here. That's just my own opinion, because I just think it looks much better, and you can pose him. And the posability on this figure is just, ball joint is completely goes around, arms are just all the way around like that, and can't all do that, bends, and then torso, and yeah, there we go. But yeah, it does look really nice. It definitely works really well with this figure, and besides, like, put him next to Wheeljack, which for Wheeljack, for like most of my characters, I like putting the like pocket launchers on the white side because in my opinion it looks nicer in my opinion. But you can see the difference between the two figures. One has a like new paint job and a new head sculpt. But I have to say I do prefer the white on the exhaust figure. It just looks much better, and I think it would. But I think the paint that we got for or the plastic we got for Wheeljack, I think works really well as well. It gives it a nice like look, and I don't mind the yellow white like look of Wheeljack. But yeah, I think they both work really well together. As a Decepticon version of Wheeljack, it just looks really nice. And he's basically opposite version of Wheeljack. He's like not a scientist. He's more of a I think he's more of a bandit, more of like a like lockdown a Decepticon bounty hunter. Just works with Decepticons. But yeah, I think he works really well for a figure that is separate. But if you get this figure, I recommend you also get Grease Pit because that figure is also really good, and I will do a review on that figure soon. But Grease Pit works really well with exhaust, like how, in my opinion, Iron works really well with Wheeljack. But yeah, I have to say this figure looks really nice, and like the mold reminds me of the Masterpiece because of how it just looks so similar, and the molding just works really nicely. Really nice figure. Only complaints I have to say is the wheel here just doesn't spin, and maybe a little bit more colour on the head. But yeah, that's really it. But I have to say I do like this figure. Some people don't like it because it's a character we don't know about, and some people have been saying that their figures like feel KO and knockoffs, but mine just feels exactly like a normal price figure would, and it just feels really nice in my opinion. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. And bye.